In just a few short days, the entertainment world has received heartbreaking news that has left many fans shocked and saddened. Behind every name is a journey, a career, and moments that once left a lasting impression on audiences. Today, join Famous People Data as we look back at famous actors who passed away in the last few days, the faces who brought emotions to the screen, and stories that continue to be remembered. Hayden Panettiere became a familiar face while still remarkably young, growing up in front of audiences before achieving major television fame. Born on August 21, 1989, she became especially recognizable through Heroes, the hit series that ran from 2006 to 2010, where her character became central to the show's identity. Panettiere died on August 16, 2026, at only 36, just 5 days before what would have been her 37th birthday, bringing an unexpectedly early end to a life closely connected with television and popular culture. The haunting image of Samara Morgan in The Ring turned Daveigh Chase into one of the most recognizable faces of early 2000s horror cinema. Born on July 24, 1990, she began her career as a child performer and later gained attention through acting and voice work, including the beloved character Lilo in Lilo and Stitch. Daveigh Chase passed away on June 16, 2026, at the age of 35, after septic shock, leaving behind a memorable performance that continues to define her place in horror film history. Few actors have embodied adventure and intelligence on screen quite like Sam Neill. Born on September 14, 1947, the New Zealand performer built a career spanning more than 5 decades, becoming internationally famous as Dr. Alan Grant in Jurassic Park, while appearing in numerous acclaimed films and television projects. His journey came to an end on July 13, 2026, at the age of 78, following pneumonia, with audiences remembering him as an actor whose warmth, versatility, and quiet strength defined generations of performances. Before becoming one of the unforgettable faces of Hollywood's golden age, Blyth was already recognized for her remarkable elegance and dramatic ability. Born on August 16, 1928, she earned worldwide admiration through her Oscar-nominated performance as Valerie Perrine in Mildred Pierce, becoming a symbol of classic cinema's sophistication. Blyth passed away on June 24, 2026, at the age of 97, with details surrounding her passing not publicly disclosed, leaving behind the image of an actress whose beauty and artistry remain preserved through film history. Reality TV fans first met Tyler Duckworth through The Real World Key West, where his personality left a lasting impression. Born on February 2, 1982, he passed away on August 11, 2026, at the age of 45. Leaving behind memories from one of MTV's most memorable eras. The unmistakable groove behind Sharp-Dressed Man helped make Frank Lee Beard a rock legend. His story began on June 11, 1949, and ended on August 17, 2026, when he passed away at 77 after spending decades shaping the sound that defined ZZ Top. For millions of television viewers, Ben Jones will always be Cooter Davenport from The Dukes of Hazzard. Born on August 30, 1941, he passed away on August 9, 2026, at 84, closing the chapter on a career tied to one of TV's most beloved characters. Cult horror wouldn't feel the same without Reggie Bannister, whose performance in Phantasm became unforgettable. Entering the world on September 29, 1945, he passed away on August 9, 2026, at 80, leaving behind a legacy cherished by generations of horror fans. Vincent Pastore brought unforgettable intensity to The Sopranos as Salvatore Big Pussy Bonpensiero. Born on July 14, 1946, he passed away on August 1, 2026, at the age of 80, leaving one of television's most iconic mob characters as part of his lasting legacy. Few Irish actresses have brought such quiet strength and emotional depth to the screen as Brenda Fricker. Born on February 17, 1945, she gained international recognition through her Oscar-winning performance as Mrs. Brown in My Left Foot, becoming one of Ireland's most respected acting talents. Brenda Fricker passed away on July 16, 2026, at the age of 81, with the details surrounding her passing not publicly disclosed, leaving behind a career defined by dignity, authenticity, and unforgettable performances. The fearless soldier Xander from Starship Troopers remains one of the roles that introduced Patrick Muldoon to a global audience. Born on September 27, 1968, the American actor built a diverse career across film and television, appearing in projects ranging from science fiction to drama. Patrick Muldoon passed away on April 19, 2026, at the age of 57, after a heart attack, leaving fans with memories of a performer whose energy and screen presence made his characters stand out. For generations of television viewers, Hal Williams was a familiar and comforting presence, especially through his memorable role as Officer Smith in the classic sitcom Sanford and Son. Born on December 14, 1934, he enjoyed a long career that showcased his warmth, humor, and versatility across television and film. Hal Williams passed away on July 15, 2026, at the age of 91, with the cause of death not publicly disclosed, leaving behind the legacy of an actor whose performances became part of television history. Behind many memorable supporting roles in Hollywood, James Handy brought intelligence and personality to every character he portrayed. Born on March 19, 1945, he became recognized by audiences through roles such as Milton Briggs in Arachnophobia, while also building a respected career across film and television. James Handy passed away on June 3, 2026, at the age of 81, with the details surrounding his passing not publicly disclosed, leaving behind the memory of a dependable character actor whose work enriched countless productions. Theater, comedy, and television audiences came to know Josh Grizzetti through his versatile performances, including his memorable appearance as Ralph in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Born on December 1, 1981, he built a career that reflected his passion for stage and screen, bringing energy and personality to every role. Josh Grizzetti passed away on July 10, 2026, at the age of 44, with the details surrounding his passing not publicly disclosed, leaving behind the memory of a performer whose talent continued to make an impression. Although she was also recognized as the sister of Oscar-winning actress Jamie Lee Curtis, Kelly Curtis created her own path in entertainment with memorable appearances, including her role as Miriam in The Devil's Daughter. Born on June 17, 1956, she contributed to film and television with a quiet but distinctive presence. Kelly Curtis passed away on May 30th, 2026, at the age of 69, with no public details released about the cause, leaving behind the legacy of an actress whose work remains part of her family's remarkable artistic history. Few British actresses embodied refined comedy and elegance quite like Penelope Keith. Born on April 2, 1940, she became a household name through iconic roles such as Margot in The Good Life, earning admiration for her sharp wit and distinctive style across television and theatre. Penelope Keith passed away on June 29, 2026, at the age of 86, after a battle with cancer, leaving behind a career that helped define the golden era of British comedy. A respected figure in daytime television, Scott Bryce became widely recognized for his long-running portrayal of Craig Montgomery in the classic soap opera As the World Turns. Born on January 6, 1958, he built a career across television, film, and theatre, earning appreciation for his consistency and emotional performances. Scott Bryce passed away on July 12, 2026, at the age of 68, after cancer, leaving behind the memory of an actor whose dedication made him a familiar face to generations of viewers. For millions of television viewers, Randolph Mantooth became the face of emergency responders on screen through his unforgettable portrayal of firefighter-paramedic John Gage in the groundbreaking series Emergency. Born on September 19, 1945, he built a lasting career in television while becoming an advocate for real-life emergency professionals. Randolph Mantooth passed away on July 9, 2026, at the age of 80, after complications from pneumonia, leaving behind the legacy of an actor whose role helped inspire generations. The voice of wisdom and calm that defined Rupert Giles in Buffy the Vampire Slayer made Anthony Head a beloved figure among fantasy and television audiences worldwide. Born on February 20, 1954, the British actor and musician enjoyed a diverse career across screen, stage, and music, creating memorable characters beyond his iconic librarian role. Anthony Head passed away on June 1, 2026, at the age of 72, following complications from pneumonia, leaving behind the memory of an artist admired for his intelligence, warmth, and versatility. A familiar presence in adventure cinema, Michael Byrne left a strong impression on audiences through his portrayal of Vogel in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, adding depth to one of Hollywood's most beloved franchises. Born on November 7, 1943, the British actor developed a long career across film and television, often bringing authority and intensity to his roles. Michael Byrne passed away on June 20, 2026, at the age of 82, with the details surrounding his passing not publicly disclosed, leaving behind a collection of memorable performances. Fans of classic television will always remember Anne Shadeen as Kate Tanner, the warm-hearted mother at the center of the beloved sitcom Alf. Born on January 8, 1949, she became a familiar face during the golden era of family television, creating a character that remains cherished decades later. Anne Shadeen passed away on June 14, 2026, at the age of 77, with no public details released about the cause, leaving behind the legacy of an actress whose warmth became part of many childhood memories. Few names in martial arts and action cinema carried the same recognition as Chuck Norris. Born on March 10, 1940, he transformed from a world champion martial artist into a global entertainment icon, becoming forever associated with Walker, Texas Ranger, and his legendary on-screen presence. Chuck Norris passed away on March 19, 2026, at the age of 86, with details surrounding his passing not publicly disclosed, leaving behind the image of a performer whose influence reached far beyond film and television. The quiet intensity and authenticity Robert Duvall brought to his characters made him one of Hollywood's most respected performers. Born on January 5, 1931, he built an extraordinary career across decades, earning admiration through unforgettable roles such as Tom Hagen in The Godfather and countless acclaimed performances. Robert Duvall passed away on February 15, 2026, at the age of 95, with the cause not publicly disclosed, leaving behind a cinematic legacy defined by depth, honesty, and exceptional craftsmanship. The powerful voice behind one of pop music's most unforgettable anthems, Bonnie Tyler, became an international sensation with Total Eclipse of the Heart, a song that defined an era. Born on June 8, 1951, the Welsh singer built a remarkable career spanning decades, known for her distinctive raspy voice and emotional performances. Bonnie Tyler passed away on July 8, 2026, at the age of 75, after complications from surgery, leaving behind a musical legacy that continues to resonate worldwide. Generations of viewers found laughter and warmth in Catherine O'Hara's unforgettable performances. Born on March 4, 1954, the Canadian actress and comedian became a beloved figure through films such as Home Alone and the acclaimed series Schitt's Creek, showcasing her extraordinary comedic timing and versatility. Catherine O'Hara passed away on January 30, 2026, at the age of 72, after a brief illness, leaving behind the memory of an artist whose humor and creativity brought joy to audiences everywhere. Few football figures have inspired as many fans as Kevin Keegan, whose passion, skill, and leadership made him one of England's most celebrated sporting icons. Born on February 14, 1951, he became a legend with Liverpool and the England national team, later continuing his influence as a successful manager. Kevin Keegan passed away on July 20, 2026, at the age of 75, after a battle with stomach cancer, leaving behind a legacy that shaped generations of football supporters. The unmistakable voice behind the global disco anthem Yumka, Victor Willis, became forever connected with the success of the Village People and one of music's most recognizable performances. Born on July 1, 1951, he helped define an era of pop culture with his commanding stage presence and unforgettable style. Victor Willis passed away on June 30, 2026, at the age of 74, after an aggressive illness, leaving behind a musical legacy that continues to bring people together around the world. For an entire generation of television viewers, James Van Der Beek will always be remembered as Dawson Leary, the thoughtful dreamer at the heart of the hit series Dawson's Creek. Born on March 8, 1977, he became one of the defining young actors of late 1990s television and later appeared in numerous film and television projects. James Van Der Beek passed away on February 11, 2026, at the age of 48, after colorectal cancer, leaving behind the memory of an actor whose performances captured the emotions of a generation. Behind some of Hollywood's most entertaining films was director Chuck Russell, a filmmaker known for combining imagination, action, and humor. Born on May 9, 1952, he created memorable works including The Mask and Eraser, earning recognition for his ability to bring larger-than-life stories to the screen. Chuck Russell passed away on July 22, 2026, at the age of 74, with details surrounding his passing not publicly disclosed, leaving behind a body of work that continues to entertain audiences worldwide. Long before becoming the oldest woman to travel into space, Wally Funk had already broken barriers in aviation and inspired generations of future pilots. Born on February 1, 1939, she became a pioneering figure through her work as a flight instructor, NASA trainee, and space exploration advocate, proving that determination could overcome boundaries. Wally Funk passed away on July 8, 2026, at the age of 87, after complications from a leg infection, leaving behind the legacy of a trailblazer who helped expand the possibilities of human exploration. The sharp suits and confident presence of Dr. Mark Sloan made Eric Dane one of the most recognizable faces of medical drama television through Grey's Anatomy. Born on November 9, 1972, the American actor built a diverse career across television and film, later gaining further recognition through projects such as Euphoria. Eric Dane passed away on February 19, 2026, at the age of 53, after complications from ALS, leaving behind the memory of a performer whose charisma and talent connected with audiences worldwide. The energetic rhythm of early rock and roll found one of its unforgettable voices in Freddie Cannon, the artist behind the classic hit Palisades Park. Born on December 4, 1936, he became a pioneer of the genre, helping shape the sound and spirit of an era that transformed popular music forever. Freddie Cannon passed away on July 17, 2026, at the age of 89, after cancer, leaving behind a musical journey that remains celebrated by generations of fans. Beyond building a successful business empire, George E. Johnson became a symbol of entrepreneurship and innovation within the beauty industry. Born on June 16, 1927, he founded Johnson Products, creating iconic brands such as Ultra Sheen and Afro Sheen, while opening opportunities for generations of consumers and entrepreneurs. George E. Johnson passed away on July 6, 2026, at the age of 99, after a respiratory illness, leaving behind a legacy that combined business achievement with lasting cultural influence. The sharp voice and unforgettable intensity of James Tolkan made him one of the most recognizable character actors of his generation. Born on June 20, 1931, he built a long career filled with memorable supporting roles, including the strict and determined character in Back to the Future that became a fan favorite. James Tolkan passed away on March 26, 2026, at the age of 94, with no cause publicly mentioned, leaving behind the legacy of a performer whose distinctive presence elevated every scene he appeared in. Before becoming known as one of the NFL's memorable defensive talents, Leroy Irvin built a reputation for his athletic ability and determination on the field. Born on September 15, 1957, he became a standout player for the Los Angeles Rams, earning recognition as one of football's respected figures. Leroy Irvin passed away on July 1, 2026, at the age of 68 after throat cancer, leaving behind the memory of an athlete whose achievements remain part of NFL history. From intense dramas to major horror franchises, James Ransone created memorable characters that showcased his versatility as an actor. Born on June 2, 1979, he gained recognition through roles such as Ziggy in The Wire and appearances in films like It Chapter 2, building a reputation for bringing depth to complex characters. James Ransone passed away on December 19, 2026, at the age of 47, with no cause publicly mentioned, leaving behind the work of an actor whose performances left a lasting impression on audiences. A familiar face of comedy and youth culture, Robert Carradine became widely recognized through his role as Louis Skolnick in the beloved Revenge of the Nerds franchise. Born on March 24, 1954, he came from a renowned acting family and developed his own career across film and television, appearing in a wide range of memorable projects. Robert Carradine passed away on February 23, 2026, at the age of 71, in a tragic personal circumstance, leaving behind a career that became an important part of American pop culture. For an entire generation of fantasy television fans, Nicholas Brendon became inseparable from the role of Xander Harris in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, bringing humor, loyalty, and heart to one of the most beloved series of its era. Born on April 12, 1971, he built a career across television and film, becoming recognized for the warmth and relatability he brought to his characters. Nicholas Brendon passed away on March 20, 2026, at the age of 55, with the cause not publicly mentioned, leaving behind the memory of an actor whose performance became an important part of pop culture history. The unconventional humor and fearless creativity of Louise Lasser made her one of the most distinctive performers of American television. Born on April 11, 1939, she became a cultural icon through her groundbreaking work as the star of Mary Hartman, a series remembered for its bold approach to comedy and social commentary. Louise Lasser passed away on July 6, 2026, at the age of 87, after a long life, leaving behind the legacy of an actress whose unique style helped reshape television comedy. The voice behind one of the most iconic characters in the Star Wars universe, Tom Kane, brought wisdom and authority to Master Yoda in the Clone Wars, earning admiration from fans around the world. Born on April 15, 1962, he became one of the most respected voice actors of his generation, contributing to countless animated films, series, and video games. Tom Kane passed away on May 18, 2026, at the age of 64, after complications from a stroke, leaving behind a voice legacy that continues to echo through beloved stories. Few performances in independent cinema have remained as unique as Bud Cort's unforgettable portrayal of Harold in Harold and Maude. Born on March 29, 1948, the American actor developed a distinctive career defined by originality, emotional depth, and a willingness to take on unconventional roles. Bud Cort passed away on February 11, 2026, at the age of 77, after complications from pneumonia, leaving behind the legacy of a performer whose work continues to inspire generations of film lovers. Behind some of the most innovative moments in cinematic history stood Don Iwerks, a visionary whose creativity helped push the boundaries of film technology. Born on July 24, 1929, he followed the footsteps of his legendary father, Ub Iwerks, while creating his own legacy as a Disney legend and a pioneer in 3D and immersive filmmaking. Don Iwerks passed away on July 9, 2026, at the age of 96, after a long life, leaving behind a remarkable contribution to the evolution of visual storytelling. The unforgettable presence of Valerie Perrine brought warmth and charm to one of the most beloved superhero films of all time. Born on September 3, 1943, she gained international recognition as Eve Teschmacher in Superman, 1978, while also earning acclaim through a wide-ranging career in film, television, and modeling. Valerie Perrine passed away on March 23, 2026, at the age of 82, after complications related to Parkinson's disease, leaving behind the memory of an actress whose elegance and talent defined many memorable performances. A defining figure of French cinema, Nathalie Baye built a celebrated career through powerful performances that earned her admiration both at home and internationally. Born on July 6, 1948, she became known for acclaimed works across decades, including her appearance in Catch Me If You Can, while remaining one of France's most respected actresses. Nathalie Baye passed away on April 17, 2026, at the age of 77, after complications related to dementia, leaving behind a cinematic legacy shaped by emotional depth and remarkable versatility. A respected presence in British theatre and film, Michael Pennington brought intelligence and authority to every role he portrayed. Born on June 7, 1943, he became familiar to international audiences through appearances such as Moff Gideon in Return of the Jedi, while also earning recognition for his extensive work on stage. Michael Pennington passed away on May 7, 2026, at the age of 82, with details surrounding his passing not publicly disclosed, leaving behind the legacy of an artist whose craft enriched generations of performances. The towering presence and unforgettable energy of Donald Gibb made him one of the most recognizable supporting actors in cult cinema. Born on August 4, 1954, he became a fan favorite through roles such as Ogre in Revenge of the Nerds and appearances in action classics like Bloodsport, where his larger-than-life personality left a lasting impression. Donald Gibb passed away on May 12, 2026, at the age of 71, with details surrounding his passing not publicly disclosed, leaving behind the memory of an actor whose powerful screen presence became part of movie culture. Few television characters became as beloved as Lamont Sanford, the role that made Demond Wilson a familiar face to millions of viewers through the classic sitcom Sanford and Son. Born on October 13, 1946, he built a successful career as an actor and writer, becoming an important figure in American television history. Demond Wilson passed away on January 30, 2026, at the age of 79, after complications related to cancer, leaving behind a legacy defined by humor, warmth, and memorable performances. Known to audiences through his work in The Wire, Bobby J. Brown was part of the talented ensemble that helped make the acclaimed series a landmark of modern television. Born in 1963, he contributed to film and television with performances that added authenticity and depth to the stories he appeared in. Bobby J. Brown passed away on February 25, 2026, at the age of 62, following smoke inhalation, leaving behind the memory of a performer whose work became part of a respected television legacy. A familiar face in westerns and character-driven dramas, Matt Clark brought authenticity and emotional weight to every role he played. Born on November 25, 1936, he built a long career across film and television, appearing in notable works such as The Outlaw Josie Wales and many other acclaimed productions. Matt Clark passed away on March 15, 2026, at the age of 89, after complications from surgery, leaving behind the legacy of a dependable performer whose work enriched decades of storytelling. The unique blend of humor, warmth, and personality that T.K. Carter brought to the screen made him a memorable presence in both film and television. Born on December 18, 1956, he built a diverse career with appearances in projects such as The Thing and the beloved series Punky Brewster, earning recognition for his versatility as a performer. T.K. Carter passed away on January 9, 2026, at the age of 69, with details surrounding his passing not publicly disclosed, leaving behind the memory of an actor whose work added heart to every production he joined. The comedic timing and larger-than-life personality of Grizz Chapman made him a familiar face to audiences through his memorable role as Grizz in the acclaimed series 30 Rock. Born on April 15, 1974, he became known for his distinctive presence and contributions to television comedy. Grizz Chapman passed away on May 22, 2026, at the age of 52 after kidney disease, leaving behind the legacy of a performer whose humor and charm brought joy to many viewers. Fans of supernatural comedy will remember Jennifer Runyon for her charming appearance as a young ghost investigator in the classic film Ghostbusters, 1984. Born on April 1, 1960, she developed a career across film and television, becoming a familiar face through roles that highlighted her warmth and natural screen presence. Jennifer Runyon passed away on March 6, 2026, at the age of 66, after cancer, leaving behind performances that remain cherished by audiences. With a career spanning decades, Beau Starr became a respected character actor known for bringing strength and authenticity to his roles. Born on September 1, 1944, he appeared in numerous film and television projects, including the iconic Halloween franchise, where his performances added depth to the stories he helped tell. Beau Starr passed away on April 24, 2026, at the age of 81, with the circumstances surrounding his passing not publicly disclosed, leaving behind the legacy of a dependable performer whose work enriched countless productions. The commanding presence and refined intensity of Charles Cioffi made him a memorable figure in American film and television for more than 5 decades. Born on October 31, 1935, he built a respected career through powerful performances in acclaimed projects such as Clute and Shaft, often portraying characters with depth and authority. Charles Cioffi passed away on May 22, 2026, at the age of 90, with details surrounding his passing not publicly disclosed, leaving behind the legacy of a versatile actor whose work became part of cinematic history. French actress Nadia Fares became internationally recognized for bringing intensity and charisma to both European cinema and global productions. Born on December 20th, 1968, she gained attention through notable works such as The Crimson Rivers, establishing herself as a distinctive presence on screen. Nadia Fares passed away on April 17, 2026, at the age of 57, with the details surrounding her passing not publicly disclosed, leaving behind the memory of an actress whose performances crossed cultural boundaries. Marvel fans around the world knew Wai Ching-ho through her unforgettable portrayal of Madame Gao, a mysterious and powerful figure in Marvel's television universe. Born on November 16, 1943, the Hong Kong actress developed a long and respected career across Asian and Western productions, bringing elegance and authority to every role. Wai Ching-ho passed away on July 10, 2026, at the age of 82, after a stroke, leaving behind the legacy of an actress whose presence made every character memorable. Although his screen career was brief, Michael Patrick made an impression through his appearance in the legendary fantasy series Game of Thrones. Born on May 1, 1991, he became part of a global phenomenon that captivated millions of viewers and demonstrated his passion for acting. Michael Patrick passed away on April 7, 2026, at the age of 35, after motor neuron disease, leaving behind the memory of a performer whose contribution remains part of one of television's most celebrated worlds. The elegance and distinctive charm of Claudine Longet made her a memorable figure of 1960s entertainment, where she stood out as both a performer and actress. Born on January 29, 1942, she gained recognition through appearances such as The Party, 1968, while also building a successful career in music and television. Claudine Longet passed away on May 14, 2026, at the age of 84, with details surrounding her passing not publicly disclosed, leaving behind the image of an artist whose style and presence captured a unique era of popular culture. Known for bringing intensity and authenticity to every character he portrayed, Gerardo Taracena became one of Mexico's most recognizable actors in international cinema. Born on March 27, 1970, he gained worldwide attention through powerful performances in Apocalypto and Narcos Mexico, showcasing his ability to bring complex roles to life. Gerardo Taracena passed away on January 31, 2026, at the age of 55, with the cause not publicly disclosed, leaving behind a career marked by memorable performances across different cultures and genres. With a career rooted in British theatre and film, Patrick Godfrey became admired for his refined performances and remarkable versatility. Born on February 13, 1933, he appeared in numerous acclaimed productions, including Ever After, where his talent for portraying sophisticated characters was widely appreciated. Patrick Godfrey passed away on June 4, 2026, at the age of 93, with no public details released about the cause, leaving behind the legacy of a respected performer whose work enriched decades of storytelling. The imposing figure of Lord Humongous in Mad Max 2 turned Kjell Nilsson into an unforgettable presence in post-apocalyptic cinema. Born on December 19, 1949, the Swedish actor built a memorable career that included one of the most iconic villains of the genre, earning recognition from fans around the world. Kjell Nilsson passed away on July 2, 2026, at the age of 76, after kidney disease, leaving behind a performance that remains one of the most striking images in action film history. The presence of John Nolan added depth and authority to many memorable productions throughout his long career. Born on May 22, 1938, the British actor became familiar to international audiences through appearances such as Batman Begins, while also earning respect through decades of work across film and television. John Nolan passed away on April 11, 2026, at the age of 88, after leukemia, leaving behind the legacy of a performer whose talent brought strength and character to every role. The unforgettable diner scene in Cool Hand Luke helped make Joy Harmon a memorable face of classic Hollywood cinema. Born on May 1, 1938, she built a career through film and television appearances, becoming remembered for her charm, screen presence, and contribution to an iconic era of filmmaking. Joy Harmon passed away on April 14, 2026, at the age of 87, after complications from pneumonia, leaving behind the image of an actress whose performances remain part of cinematic history. During a period when television and film were expanding opportunities for new voices, Judy Pace emerged as a talented performer who helped break barriers on screen. Born on June 15, 1942, she became recognized through projects such as Cotton Comes to Harlem and numerous television appearances that showcased her versatility. Judy Pace passed away on March 11, 2026, at the age of 83, with the details surrounding her passing not publicly disclosed, leaving behind the legacy of an actress whose work reflected an important chapter in entertainment history. More than just a musician, Joe Negri became a beloved figure whose warmth and creativity touched generations of viewers through Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Born on June 10, 1926, he combined his talents as a guitarist, educator, and performer, creating a lasting connection with audiences of all ages. Joe Negri passed away on May 30, 2026, at the age of 99, with no public details released about the cause, leaving behind a legacy of kindness, music, and unforgettable television memories. The distinctive presence of Anthony Guerrera added character to a variety of film and television projects throughout his career. Born on October 18, 1960, he became recognized by audiences through appearances such as Species, where his performance contributed to the atmosphere and storytelling of the production. Anthony Guerrera passed away on June 6, 2026, at the age of 65, with details surrounding his passing not publicly disclosed, leaving behind the memory of an actor whose work became part of memorable screen moments. The energy and creativity of Floyd Vivino made him a familiar face in comedy and entertainment for decades. Born on October 19, 1951, he became known for his appearances in projects such as Good Morning Vietnam, while also building a reputation as a performer with a unique sense of humor and musical talent. Floyd Vivino passed away on January 22, 2026, at the age of 74, with the details surrounding his passing not publicly disclosed, leaving behind the legacy of an entertainer whose personality brought joy to audiences. With a career filled with memorable character roles, Shelley Desai became a respected presence in film and television. Born on December 3, 1935, he appeared in productions such as It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, bringing authenticity and personality to every role he portrayed. Shelley Desai passed away on February 10, 2026, at the age of 90, with no public details released about the cause, leaving behind the work of a dependable performer whose contributions enriched countless stories. Few performers combine comedy, charm, and longevity quite like Ronnie Schell. Born on December 23, 1931, he became a familiar face to generations of television viewers through his memorable work in Gomer Pyle, USMC, and a career that spanned comedy, acting, and voice performances. Ronnie Schell passed away on June 12, 2026, at the age of 94, with the cause not publicly disclosed, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and unforgettable entertainment moments. The sharp wit and memorable comedic timing of Peter Van Norden made him a familiar face in American film and television. Born on September 16, 1950, he built a versatile career through numerous character roles, including his appearance as a Police Academy commander in Police Academy 2, where his distinctive style added humor and personality to the story. Peter Van Norden passed away on July 9, 2026, at the age of 75, with details surrounding his passing not publicly disclosed, leaving behind the work of an actor whose performances brought energy to every production. The haunting atmosphere of Sleepaway Camp introduced Jonathan Tiersten to horror fans around the world through his memorable role in the cult classic film. Born on August 11, 1966, he became recognized not only as an actor but also as a musician, creating a career shaped by creativity across different forms of entertainment. Jonathan Tiersten passed away in April or May 2026 at the age of 60, with the details surrounding his passing not publicly disclosed, leaving behind a performance that remains connected with the legacy of classic horror cinema. French actor Pierre Denis became a familiar presence to international audiences through his appearance in the popular series Emily in Paris, and a long career across French television and film. Born on July 12, 1956, he developed a reputation for bringing authenticity and emotional depth to a wide range of characters. Pierre Denis passed away on May 25, 2026, at the age of 69, after complications from ALS, leaving behind the legacy of an actor whose work reflected decades of dedication to his craft. Although his career was brief, Owain Rhys-Davies left an impression through his appearance in the mysterious world of Twin Peaks. Born on February 20, 1982, he became known for his work in film and television, bringing dedication and creativity to the characters he portrayed. Owain Rhys-Davies passed away on May 27, 2026, at the age of 44, with the cause not publicly disclosed, leaving behind the memory of a performer whose contributions remain part of the productions he helped create. The growing influence of Asian American performers in television was reflected through talents like Alex Duong, who became recognized for his appearance in the popular series Blue Bloods. Born on March 20, 1984, he pursued a career in acting and brought his own perspective and dedication to the roles he portrayed. Alex Duong passed away on March 28, 2026, at the age of 42, after septic shock, leaving behind the memory of a performer whose journey represented passion and commitment to the craft. Horror fans remember Corey Parker through his appearance in Friday the 13th Part 5, where he became part of one of the most recognizable franchises in genre cinema. Born on July 8, 1965, he developed a diverse career across film and television, bringing energy and personality to the characters he portrayed. Corey Parker passed away on March 5, 2026, at the age of 60, after cancer, leaving behind the legacy of an actor whose work remained connected with memorable moments in entertainment. Throughout her career as a character actress, Dee Freeman brought authenticity and depth to the supporting roles that helped shape countless stories on screen. Born on June 6, 1959, she became respected for her ability to create believable and memorable characters across various productions. Dee Freeman passed away on April 2, 2026, at the age of 67, after cancer, leaving behind the work of an artist whose contributions added richness to film and television. A young performer who became familiar to a generation of Nickelodeon viewers, Kiana Underwood captured attention through her appearances on the sketch comedy series All That. Born on November 28, 1992, she represented the creativity and energy of a new generation of entertainers, while leaving an impression on young audiences. Kiana Underwood passed away on January 16, 2026, at the age of 33, following a traffic accident, leaving behind the memory of a performer whose talent and youthful spirit were remembered by fans. A young actor who captured the hearts of family audiences, Blake Garrett became recognized for his memorable role in the coming-of-age film How to Eat Fried Worms. Born on September 14, 1992, he represented a promising generation of performers who brought youthful energy and authenticity to the screen. Blake Garrett passed away on February 8, 2026, at the age of 33, with details surrounding his passing not publicly disclosed, leaving behind the memory of an actor whose early work continues to be remembered by fans. The charm and comedic talent of Joby Baker made him a familiar presence during the golden years of film and television. Born on March 26, 1934, the Canadian actor and artist built a long career with appearances in productions such as Gidget Goes to Rome, while also exploring painting and creative arts throughout his life. Joby Baker passed away on June 22, 2026, at the age of 92, after a long life, leaving behind the legacy of a versatile performer whose creativity extended beyond the screen. The emotional power of music and storytelling defined the career of Glen Hansard, an artist known for blending raw performances with heartfelt expression. Born on April 12, 1970, he gained recognition through the acclaimed film Once, where his music became an essential part of the story and introduced his talent to audiences worldwide. Glen Hansard passed away on July 29, 2026, at the age of 56, with the cause not publicly disclosed, leaving behind a legacy of artistry that connected deeply with listeners and film lovers alike. For science fiction and fantasy television fans, Tom Chadbourne remained a familiar face through his memorable appearances in the legendary series Doctor Who. Born on February 27, 1946, the British actor built a respected career across television, film, and theatre, bringing intelligence and character to a wide range of roles. Tom Chadbourne passed away on July 27, 2026, at the age of 80, with the details surrounding his passing not publicly disclosed, leaving behind the work of an actor whose performances became part of television history. A farewell may come unexpectedly, but what they left behind will continue to be remembered by audiences over time. Among today's names, whose story touched you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Click like and subscribe as we continue bringing you memorable stories from the world of entertainment.